Let's now set up an APA table. So of course we set up similar to figure. We're going to do Control Alt 2, table 1. We're going to set up a italicized. How fat am I? I have a spreadsheet that I was building for keeping track of my weight because I'm currently trying to lose some weight, which is going well thanks to modern medicine, but it has the requirements of being a bunch of data that I can easily grab. So I'm going to copy that data from Google Sheets and I'm going to paste that in. Now, linking to the spreadsheet's nice because if I update the data in there, it will update in here. It can mess up my formatting, so do be aware of that. But I'm going to paste it in linked just so we have it. Now, this is currently not formatted for APA. First of all, the fonts should be this Times New Roman 12. So we're in Times New Roman 12. We should spread this so it's 6.5 inches. And now the problem is our board. There's two things. First of all, we need to set these. We need to make this repeat on this page, and the way we do that is we're going to now click on the. Nope, we're going to click on. Right click. We're going to go to table options, and we're going to go to row. And we're going to go pin header rows. The first two rows are header rows. Now those will appear on both pages. That will repeat. And if we can get those to appear on one page, great. But now these are counted as header rows, and they're special. And they're actually going to keep the formatting. That's important because we now need to format this thing. Now, APA formatting for tables is very picky. All these little gray lines, all not right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight all the lines. And we're going to click on this little happy corner right here. And we're going to select all the corners. And we're going to click this drop down border color. And we're going to hit white to make them all go away. Now I'm looking at the reference on the sample professional paper on page 60. But also you could go to the tables and figures section in your APA guide. And a good reference for the table is 7.2 would also be a good thing. That's 210 in the page 210 on the Spiral Bond APA manual. So I'm going to highlight the this top row here. I'm going to select the drop down, or I'm going to select the top row, and we want this to be a black line, and it's going to be the that, and then we're going to highlight the rolling average is going to be, we're going to select the bottom line of that one, and that's going to be a black line. And we're going to select the bottom of all of those, and that's going to be a black line. Oh, drop down little guy. Black thing. Black. And then we are going to go to the bottom of this. Hit the drop down. Bottom. Also black. I'm not sure if we span a second page. If we make that black, I cannot remember right now. If we put a black line there, I will have to double check that and come back to that. I don't believe we added a black line to that. I think we only got a black line at the end of the table data completely. But if I am wrong, I will append that in the notes of the video. However, the trick here, the important part is that to format the template table, we don't have to click on every line individually. The default would be to click on every single line, holding control, and highlight them, which is awful. We can highlight the whole cells, grab the gray corner, and then select the set of orders. So this is now an APA formatted table. It looks good, and it shows weights over times with rolling averages for 3, 5, and 10 days. Of course, I also should add a note here. Note. There should be a skipped line here. Note. Not italicized. Logged by me. Using my scale. and Samsung Health. Probably my scale, not capitalized. And then extra return there to break that up. And in this case, we probably would highlight these and use our keep with next. Nope. Oh, Control Z. Control Z is obviously undo. Keep with next would keep these together, obviously because it spans for one page, but at least that will keep table one glued to how fat am I, how fat am I, great, glued to the top of the table, and the note glued to the bottom of the table. That way they stay together. If I could make this land on one page, so if I put a page break before here, if it could live on one page, so it can, that'd be better than breaking up the table. Obviously, I could make this table bigger, though, by grabbing a larger segment of the data, and that would definitely have to live on it. And then I put the 3, 5, 10. I could go 30-day rolling average and make it even bigger. But there is that shows you how to do a popular format table. It's a lot easier by manually selecting everything. It's fairly quick. So in this case, I would use a page break just to make it all land on one page.